In the very first message that I wrote down that completely came to me out of the blue, one of the sentences that intrigued me at the beginning, it said, you will, something like, you will receive not only me, but life also. And I didn't understand what that meant at first. But what I discovered is when you start to actually look at your relationship with money, and then you discover that money is way more alive and dynamic than, dead coins and bits of paper and transactions in a bank account. It really is this flow, it's a kind of flow of power around the planet and between people. Because when you give money to someone else, you give them some power to do something. So it really is a flow of power. You start to see that, and then you start to see that it links very directly with our wishes as human beings. Like, doesn't matter, like, I want a fancy boat, or I want a farm, or I want to give money to make clean water in Africa. These are desires that we have as human beings. And if I say, I want that, but there's nothing I can do about it, it's like, nothing happens. But if we say, I want that, I really want to do that, we will find ways to make money in order to do those things. So our desires for our life, which is our wishes, the things that we wish for in our life, directly link with the activities that we take, which link with money. And so what I discovered is that, in a way, money as an energy is very closely connected with life. And when you start to look at your relationship with money, you will inevitably look at your relationship with life. First of all, because you will look at your relationship with work, which you spend the largest part of your life is probably spent working. You will look at your relationship with yourself. That's really important. But you'll also look at your relationship with your purpose, your sense of purpose. And that's where we feel fulfillment as human beings, when we feel we're making a contribution. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be small. It can be big. It doesn't matter. And so, yes, money directly connects with life. I think it's useful to think of both of them connected, but also separately, my relationship with money and then my relationship with life. But they are much more closely linked than we would usually think in the first place.